You're watching KPVI News at 10. News that works for you.
Well, things have calmed down since earlier this evening with those thunderstorms blowing through, and we mean blowing through. They didn't stick around for very long. Yeah, dropping maybe anywhere from 2/100ths of an inch of rain. But those winds picked up 20, even 30-mile-per-hour winds. As you can see, things have calmed down in through the Snake River Plain with that system now pushing off into parts of Wyoming. Still a little bit of residual rain falling into the Upper Valley, Idaho Falls, Rigby, Rexburg area. As you can see, just some light rainfall. And then getting a little bit heavier in between Arco and Dubois. Yeah, dropping a little bit more intensity as far as that rain goes. As we zoom out a little bit, you can see most of that activity is in through eastern Idaho, central mountains, now moving into Montana, now moving into Wyoming. So things are going to be relatively calm for the rest of the night. Speaking of which, partly cloudy for the forecast overnight tonight. Thank you to that thunderstorm rolling through. That's going to drop our lows down a little bit cooler than what we were thinking. We were thinking about we're going to be maybe low 60s for that overnight low. Yeah, that's going to drop it down to the mid 50s for Idaho Falls, Rexburg, St. Anthony. Same for Blackfoot, American Falls, and Pocatello. Bless you, Angelo. And then for tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows expected to be in the 40s for Jackson, Afton, and Yellowstone, Island Park, Driggs, and Soda Springs, right around the half-century mark. So a little bit more cloud activity. Still seeing some active weather, but will calm down here in the next hour or two. And then into some central mountains, once those storms move through, we're going to have some clearing with those overnight lows expected to be in the 50s. Stanley getting a little bit lower, about 45 degrees. If you're expecting to watch some of those race cars through there, yeah, it's going to be some prime race car watching weather for tomorrow. And as we take a look at that for tomorrow, just a few clouds. Yeah, beautiful racing conditions if you're in the Stanley, Redfish Lake area. Leavenworth 83 for the high tomorrow. Salmon 88, Chalice 89, Mackay 85. And in through parts of the highlands and western Wyoming, Yellowstone hitting 73, not too shabby. Afton 85, Jackson 83, Island Park 81 for the high tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. Now in through the Snake River Plain, we're expecting beautiful sunshine, some clouds in the morning, but those will push off at about 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But we are going to get back to those hot temperatures. Yeah, 94 the high for Pocatello tomorrow. Same for Blackfoot and American Falls. Low 90s for Idaho Falls, Rexburg, and St. Anthony. Now as we take a look at your Southeast Idaho Chevy dealers 7-day forecast, yeah, hot conditions will persist through midweek next week. Our next system that'll be coming through looks like it'll hit late Wednesday into Thursday, and that's going to drop us back down to the 80s. Not much of a cool off, but then we'll be back into the 90s. Expect cloudy skies for much of the week. Idaho Falls also getting that hot weather tomorrow and Wednesday. 80s by Thursday and Friday, but we're looking for a very nice weekend next weekend with sunny skies, highs in the 90s and lows in the 50s. And in through parts of Rexburg, you can expect cloudy skies to continue with the hot weather tomorrow and Wednesday. Clouds pretty much for the rest of the week, clearing up a little bit by the weekend. Still, those summertime temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s. Jackson, Afton, Driggs, not too shabby. Cloudy skies expected through the rest of the week. Our daytime highs in the 80s, dropping down to the low 80s by Thursday and Friday. And in through the central mountains, Salmon, Chalice, and Mackay. Yeah, hot weather for Wednesday, but not too bad. 85 the high on Thursday, 88 the high on Friday. Looking forward to another beautiful weekend next weekend.